Alright, hello, this is Randy with Decorative Stone Solutions. We're a distributor for Gravel Lok product. And what I want to show you today is what we're going to be doing here at the U.S. Post Office in Manhattan Beach, locking down some gravel around a decorative fountain feature. So if you walk with me over here, I'm going to show you what the clear Gravel Lok looks like first. So this is the clear variety of Gravel Lok. It also comes in an amber version. The clear is a UV stable product. It will not yellow over time. The amber will yellow a little bit over time, so if it's used on a darker colored stone, not the end of the world, but if it's used on a lighter colored stone, we definitely recommend you use the clear variety. It can be applied in two fashions, and what we're going to be doing today is applying it on this water feature, which will have a bubbler feature coming up out of here, flowing down into the rocks. The rocks will cover up a recirculation basin. And the Gravel Lok, the purpose of it on this project is that people aren't going to be able to come up, pick up rock, kick it around. Dogs won't dig in it, cats won't use it as a litter box, all of these things. The Gravel Lok will help prevent that from happening. It also is great just for creating a permeable hardscape. If you want water getting down into the groundwater, it will lock gravel together, creating a permeable hard surface. So whether it's vehicular traffic, pedestrian traffic, it will work for that purpose as well. Urban tree wells, driveway surfaces, there are a lot of different applications for it. You just need to take into account the load support system that's going to be underneath it. So there are two ways to apply the product. It can either be poured on, which you could use a watering can and drill 1/8-inch holes in the caps and do a pour-on application. But the way that we prefer it is applied, and the better way to do it, is to pre-blend it with the product. So in other words, we take this rock, put it in a 5-gallon container or a wheelbarrow, or if it's a large-scale project, you could use a rotary mixer, and you're going to mix it with the appropriate amount of Gravel Lok so it coats every stone. Then you take the stone out of the mixing bucket and you pour it back into the area that it's going into. You take a trowel, you tamp it in, you smooth it out, and you have about 24 hours of curing time. The curing time will depend on the amount of humidity that's in the air. So the higher the humidity, the faster the curing time. You still will always have somewhere between 2 and 4 hours of working time, so it doesn't set up that quickly where you can't work it. And then it becomes too tacky. So the next day you can come back and it can be a walking surface the prior day to the installation. As soon as we have that, just make sure you have all your areas taped off, because you don't want to get this on surrounding hardscape, masonry, any kind of porous surface, because it won't come off. So you do need to make sure that you have the surrounding areas protected well. After it's cured and installed, we do recommend that you put a roll coat on it, whether you use a paintbrush or a heavy nap roller. Come back after the initial project has dried and cured, and you roll on a roll coat. That's something that you will have to reapply depending on how much UV exposure you get, between 5 and 10 years. So that's the basic life of the surface material. But it is something that is easily repairable. If you have an area that chips, cracks, or you need to get down into, say, like a fountain like this where you need to access the pump or some underground utilities, we can do it that way. So that is Gravel Lok in a nutshell as far as it relates to this project. I'm Randy with Decorative Stone Solutions. Thank you.